welcome to Restored by Polish, where we talk about how polish helps us with our overall mental and physical well-being. I'm Krista.
I'm Jacqueline.
And today we have our special guest.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Raimi.
So Raimi is actually Jacqueline's daughter-in-law, and we have Raimi with us today because she's going to do her favorite color. And your favorite color is?
Black.
Black. She's even wearing it. She says subconsciously she
yes,
didn't
I
even,
did.
yeah, which is awesome. So, so we're going to talk about black today. I think this is a really interesting color. Is it really a color?
Yeah.
Or is it lack of color?
It's actually, so technically, black is the absorption of all colors.
Oh.
With the absence of light. In the absence of light, it's the absorption of all colors and the absence of light, which is interesting. Right?
Well, if you think about it, though, at night, everything looks black.
That's
and
true.
that's the absence of light.
That's the absence of light.
Yeah,
Right?
But everything looks like different shades of
if
gray.
But if you mix a whole bunch of colors together, eventually
You get black.
you're going to end up with black. Exactly.
True.
Yeah. So I can see where it's
true.
kind of both for sure. Yeah. So what does black mean? The color black means to be hidden and secretive. Hidden and secretive. Mysterious.
Do I need to?
I was going to say, there might be some family, like little skeletons coming out of the closet here.
You know my skeletons.
So yes, mysterious, secretive. It's also protective. So it protects from like emotional stress. So it can be a protective color. It helps us to hide from the world. So I guess it's protective in that way too.
It doesn't help her hide from mosquitoes, though.
No, it doesn't.
It's not mosquito repellent.
No,
Sadly,
they actually
no.
prefer black.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're attracted to black.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Doesn't
Okay.
help me at all.
I don't think I read anything about black mosquitoes being attracted by black in anything that I read about black. So thank you for the trivia. All right, so black also means power and control. And that's true, right? Because when you see like high-powered people in like high places, right? They're always wearing like, all black, all black.
Yeah, or even like powerful characters in like movies or
Absolutely.
whatever.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
The black
That's kind of
turtleneck, or
like
so
a significant thing.
it's kind of it symbolizes control, I think, too, and it can be intimidating. I mean, that's kind of, I think, and that's probably the point of why, you know, is to intimidate, especially like in the sales world, I would think. You know, you kind of want to be powerful and sort of intimidating. And that, or maybe not sales, but maybe like CEO kind of, right? You want to be powerful, for sure. It can also be sophisticated or have sophistication.
Oh, yeah.
What's the most popular sophisticated clothing item that a woman...
The black cocktail dress.
Exactly, the little black dress, right?
Yep.
Shows that sophistication, for sure. And it represents sexiness and seduction. Maybe we needed to have Jacob on here. All right, and so really black signifies the end, but even though when you signify the end, there's always the hope that there's a beginning. If there's an end, there's going to be a beginning. So it gets to that point. They also bring up a really good little section about teenagers. How many of us all had teenagers that went through that goth phase, right? You got to go through it, and you want to wear black. So it's interesting because when they talk about being the end, so black, in teenagers, sort of represents that end of childhood and the transition into being an adult, right? Yeah. So and not that I think all teenagers are like thinking in that you know, delving into it.
Sure. It's like some subconscious type.
Maybe. You know, maybe that's you're not even thinking about it. But I think when they are being purposeful with it, it can be again a way for them to hide, or you know, and that's a stressful time, I think. And you couldn't pay me $1 million to go back and be a teenager again. Like, that is just too stressful. So, and I also remember kind of going through that like punk goth phase, you know, where I did that. So
my mom brings up the pictures, and I'm like. Oh, we don't need to go back there.
Did you wear black as a teenager?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And I like
I knew her then.
I went to like the point of like I had like the shaggy bangs and like I had like hair over my eyes all the time, and I would wear like these black and purple striped gloves and like fingerless gloves.
Wow.
It's so different.
Okay.
So different from
I'm
what
wondering
it is
too with
now.
the whole bangs thing, like is that another way to like hide?
Yeah,
and be
I think it is.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So that's interesting. Okay, so black from a positive standpoint is protective and strong. It shows confidence. From a negative standpoint, it shows you're aloof, and you can be kind of depressing too, or it can be a depressing color for sure. I mean, we've all known that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do today. Oh, and by the way, we should have mentioned the whole mask thing.
Oh yes.
We're being careful because we're not. Remy and I especially we spend a lot of time together, so we just want to make sure that we're being careful. So that's why we have our masks on.
Yep.
So we're gonna flip this camera around. We have a selection of my blacks. I'm careful now, Jacqueline, to say a selection.
Not all of her
I
blacks.
actually don't have that many blacks, honestly.
Did you bring all of them?
I think I brought most of them.
Oh,
because
okay.
I really haven't. It's only been recently that I've gotten into like.
And I have
5.
two, believe it or
Oh,
not.
good. So we'll throw that in the mix too. So we're gonna do
for
that
the longest time. That was the only color I had.
for clothes
nail
or
polish.
for nail
Oh.
polish.
Was
Wow.
black. That was
okay.
it.
Well, we'll be interesting to see. I have fun black polishes. So
Yes,
we'll see if
I'm
some-
excited.
We're going to see what Remy picks for black, and we're going to talk about personality traits. If black is your favorite color. We'll be right back. Okay, we've got a selection of blacks here. I purposely was hiding these until Remy got here. I didn't want her to see them so I just pulled them out. So I'm going to have Remy pick out her top 5 favorite polishes.
Okay. I'm very
here.
excited. Okay, so like right off the bat, this one is really cool.
Okay.
I love that it has like like pink and orange and green in there.
It's got the multi-chrome flakies in there.
So I like that one. I don't want to say I like this one too, but they're so similar.
They're a little bit different. In the polish
Yeah.
world, we'd be like, they are not even close.
I'm like, oh, they look kind of the
Nope, not even close.
same. I'm gonna go with like my tried and true.
Okay, is
This
that the
one.
matte one?
This one's the matte one.
Oh, it's a matte black. Okay,
This
this is
one's
that's one of Jacqueline's.
I love that one.
Okay, we'll
It's
definitely
such a
have to do
solid
that one.
one. This one's so funky cool.
Yeah.
So I like this one. So 1, 2, 3.
This one you actually get
Here.
from
There you
Hot Topic.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that was like
It's
I lived in that store
I
as
bet.
a teenager. Oh my gosh. Okay, and
So,
then
got
I
1, 2,
think
3.
this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna like push it up so people can see it a little bit better.
Okay.
This one. And maybe we'll just go with this one because I do really like
Okay.
that one.
Perfect. All right. These are such fun colors. I am super excited. I'm trying to think. I have not worn any of these yet, so you're the guinea pig.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel so honored.
So we're starting with Lucky 13 Lacquer. This was a polish pickup. It's called Soot Sprite Shenanigans, and I'm trying to remember which polish
That's so
pickup
cute.
that it was. I think it was from. I want to say it was Urban Legends, maybe that it came from. I'm trying to remember what the theme was for it. So, yep, and this is going to be a black polish. It was a black base with tons of multi-chrome flakies. So let's hear
love
about
it.
black.
If your favorite color is black, prestige and power are important to you. Would that be true for you, Remy?
I would say yes. Maybe a little less. Okay. Like my aspiration in life is to be a musician. So I would say that falls under the prestigious category in the sense of like wanting to be considered great in a sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And I definitely think that I have always wanted to be a powerful person, like an influential person, like someone that people look up to. Yeah, so I would say that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It also suggests that you're independent, strong-willed, determined, and like to be in control of yourself in situations. That's not true at all, is
That
it?
is so. Yeah, that's true. Yes. I am very much a stubborn person, and my husband can vouch for me on that one. Yeah,
Yes.
I would say that's 100% accurate.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go on to the next one here. And this is what Remy called her tried and true. It's from Jacqueline's line when she goes by Restored Naturally and her regular company line. And it's a matte black.
And it's a super old bottle. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
you know, there's going to be different bottles going on
The
here. So.
OG bottle.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, as a lover of black, you may be conservative and conventional.
Yeah. I would say in some ways, yes. I think, like, well, yeah. I don't know. That's an interesting thing that I haven't really thought about.
So when you talk about being conventional,
Mm-hmm.
what does that even, like, what do you think that means?
Like, I think in a lot of ways, like, maybe with, like, my, like, values, maybe, like, I
Right.
value conventional things like family and friends and, like, relationship and things like that are maybe considered more conventional than, you know, more business oriented or, you know, whatever. But I would say unconventional in the sense, like, I chose not to go to college. I chose to, you know, make my own career path with music or,
Right.
you know, working with Jacqueline or, you know, things like that I would maybe say unconventional. So I would say maybe that's like a half and half.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little
Like
bit
a
of both,
little,
maybe.
yeah, a little yes, a little no.
That's fair. All right, we're gonna move on to this next one, the fun one, the Black Heart Beauty that you get from Hot Topic.
What a cool
So
bottle.
it's from the
so
Galaxy.
cool.
Yeah, I honestly bought them. I bought like about 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Really just for the bottle because the bottle just looks so fun. But this is called Midnight Galaxy from their Galaxy Effect line. It's basically a black linear hollow is what it is. Black linear hollow.
Love that.
Wow.
Gotta love the hollow.
Gotta love the hollow. I don't know how good of a hollow it's gonna be.
But we'll see
We'll
right
find out.
now.
And okay, first we're gonna go right off the bat here. Have you guys seen this brush? Oh boy, that is
Wow.
like trying to paint with a stick.
That's
Yeah.
worse than my swatching bottle.
Oh, right?
That's a sad brush.
That is a very sad brush. So we're gonna see how good I can paint with this.
Yes.
But, okay.
All right. With black as your personality color, you may be too serious for your own good.
That is very accurate as of like 5 years ago. Like anytime when my husband and I were dating, like he came from a family who was very playful and loved to joke with each other, and like my family is playful, but like I would say we're a lot more serious in a lot of ways. And so he would make jokes to me and I would just start crying because
you were offended?
yeah, like I did not get like sarcasm. I didn't really get humor a whole
Oh, how
lot. Like I was
interesting.
so serious, and now, you know, being with him for what, like 6 years now, like I'm definitely improving in that aspect. But for sure that was definitely a thing.
Well,
Interesting.
it says here you should bring some color into your life to
Yeah,
lighten up.
yeah.
And you can put
That's
that
right.
with Jacob.
I did,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, the next one's going to be Glam Polishes We Will Rock You. This is from their Bohemian Rhapsody collection. I did not get this one on the first, when it first came out, and I wanted to kick myself. And I actually just happened to catch, one time she just did it. I don't know if she found another bottle or what happened, but like she had like one bottle left. And I snagged it, and I was like, I have to have it. I just like,
Yeah.
and this is a good
So
example of what we
cool.
just talked about. We have black, but you're adding some color to it. So it's basically a black jelly with some fun glitters in there,
Yes.
which I'm sure
For
is going to be
Gotta have those pops of color.
absolutely, and I think it'll be fun for sure.
Do you think that you appear intimidating to even your closest colleagues and friends?
Okay, I never thought that I did until, like, I kind of befriended some people that I went to high school with that I wasn't friends with in high school just because we weren't, you know, in the same classes or whatever. And, like, in becoming close with these new people, like, I've had multiple people tell me, like, in high school, like, I was scared to talk to you.
Oh, so
And
you
I'm
put
like,
off
what?
that.
Like, I had no idea, but at the same time, like, I think secretly I want to be intimidating.
Okay.
Because I can
She's
be,
power hungry.
well, I think it's more like I can be very introverted, and like, so I don't want like random people just coming up and talking to me because
Okay.
that scares me. So like I would rather put off like an intimidating front
Right.
so that like people don't approach me. And so like,
well, I think
but
that's
I
sort
also-
of the protective, like being protective with wearing black, right? Yeah.
I also think too, like, I see it as like a powerful thing. Like, you know, I want to be kind of one of those women that's like, you know, sitting on the bus who's like all like decked out in black, and she's just like, you just want to know her story.
Right.
You know, I'm like, yeah, that's what I want.
You want to know her story because she's decked out in black.
Yeah. Truly.
All right, our next polish is from Potion Polish, and it is called, fittingly, Black Sand Beach.
Ooh, that's a nice name.
It's pretty
Black
cool.
Sand
It's
Beach.
kind of like a darkened gray
Mm-hmm.
with.
Have you ever seen a black sand beach in real life?
I have,
No.
yeah, in Hawaii.
No, I have not. But I've been told that I need to go. So,
You should go see it.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
cool.
along with what you were saying, Remy, it suggests here that you like to keep people at a distance, guarding your emotions. It's kind of what you were saying.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've already
Yes.
covered that.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say that that's very accurate for a lot of reasons.
And also with the person.
There's probably, it sounds like there's more to that story.
Yes. Well, I just think like throughout my life, like, and this is something that's, you know, maybe on a more serious note, but like my biological dad wasn't in my life for a long time. And so I definitely felt a lot of abandonment from that. And so I think that like kind of subconsciously influenced the way that I open myself up to people going forward. And so like,
fear of maybe.
yeah, like getting hurt again.
Yeah.
Like someone that should be in
Loss.
your life walking out on you.
Yeah.
Like that takes a pretty significant toll. And so I definitely see that influence. Like when I was reading through the website, like, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I see
you can
that.
see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Which is just so interesting to me to think that,
Yeah.
you know, that being your favorite color, that it does, like, you can actually see how it applies, like, in your life.
Mhm.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do we have any other interesting facts on there?
Actually, there's one more that
All right,
I'd
let's do
like
one more.
to discuss, and that is you wish to create. Well, you actually said it, an aura of mystery and intrigue.
Yes, I
So that's-
do. I don't know why, but like I want to be that like mysterious person that like everybody's like, who is she? Like,
Like
that
Sia.
girl on the bus.
yeah,
Sia.
yeah,
Like Sia, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
But just like I don't know, like is she like gonna hurt me or is she gonna be like really funny? I don't know. Like I just want to be like that. Like I don't know.
It's
I've
mysterious.
had that feeling like almost my whole life.
That is
like I
so
just wanted to
crazy.
be that really cool, like super chill, which I'm not.
I was gonna say, I would not even,
I'm not that person.
knowing you, Amy, I'd be like, no, she's so sweet. Like, I
It's so
can't
funny because
imagine.
I'll like practice like intimidating faces to Jacob, and I'm like, would you like approach me if my face looked like this? And he's like, yeah, you look ridiculous.
So we won't be airdropping Remy into New York City streets anytime soon, right? So you need to work on your intimidation
But
factors.
that is something I'm aiming for. But
Okay.
I also think that I'm just such like I'm a very bubbly person, a very open person, and so like that kind of goes against a lot of the
Mhm.
things with, you know. So I think I've grown into that more open and bubbly person, but I still hold on to a lot of the.
But what did you do? You told me earlier when we were off camera about the two different colors you always wore on your
Yeah.
fingernails, which were
black and white.
black and white. So I mean, I think that makes sense. I mean that
Yep.
you know, you have that kind of dichotomy. I
Yeah.
think going on in your
Yeah.
personality, that you can be very mysterious or want to be intimidating,
Mhm.
and yet have that side of you that is open
Yeah.
and so
Yeah, which is like, not that I'm like super into this, but I do think it's funny because that seems to be a theme in my life, as well as me being a Gemini, which is like the considered like half,
The twin,
half,
yeah,
twins,
you're a
like
twin.
one half, two-faced, whatever you wanna call
Oh,
it.
interesting.
So like I just thought that was interesting that it's like playing into other parts of my life, and I'm like,
Absolutely.
hey, what? Like that's crazy. So
I wonder how many Gemini people who are Geminis are actually like black and white things too. You know what I mean? Like I wonder if that's part of their personality.
Super interesting.
All right, so we're gonna pause right here, and we're gonna put second, if third coats are needed, third coats on, and we will be back to show off the final mani. So we decided that we were gonna do top coat on camera just because we want to see all this yummy goodness in these polishes. And boy, is this one fun!
This one's.
I am so excited to wear it. This is Lucky 13's Sit Sprite Shenanigans, and it's just so pretty. So pretty.
Oh my gosh, look at that. So good.
It's really pretty.
I don't think I've ever seen that combination of multi-chrome flickies like that and a black. It is really pretty.
Wow.
So pretty.
Yeah.
That is blingy
It
for
like
sure.
pops. Wow.
All right, so this is Jacqueline's matte. Her matte. It was literally one coat matte black. That was pretty crazy. Except for that, Rami has decided that based on the Skittle Manny that she has going on here, that she's going to wear it shiny.
Yeah.
So it kind of blends in with the rest of the polishes. So, which is a nice thing about matte polishes because you can wear it either matte or
Glossy?
yeah.
Is that the right word?
Sorry, that was me trying to concentrate on getting that on there right.
Yeah.
All right, the next one is the Midnight Galaxy from Black Heart Beauty, which I'm actually really impressed with that one. I didn't have high hopes for it, but
yeah, it's very like subtle, but I really like the hollow in it.
yeah, and it's exactly when it's in direct sunlight you really see it, but when it's not you don't see it. So
Yeah, I don't know.
it's pretty cool. Yeah, you might want to go up a little bit higher. You can see it.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you can see all that in there.
Mm-hmm. Very fun.
Glam polishes, We Will Rock You. But this was the only one that we actually added a third coat to, just to build up the glitters in there. And
This one's very fun. Has
it's
a lot of
super
depth.
fun. Yes, and the reason it needed three coats is because of that. Is in order to be able to see all that. The base had to be kind of sheer so you could see all that fun glitter in there. And now it's even more blingy with the top coat on there.
Oh, yeah,
And the last one, Potion Polishes Black Sand Beach, which Rami is now saying is what?
I think it's my favorite.
She likes
I
the
really
Black
like
Sand
it.
Beach.
It's so nice.
It's kind of just enough bling in there without being too overpowering.
Yeah, but
It's
I
really
really
pretty.
like that one.
All right, so let's take a look at this wonderful black Skittle Manny. And I'm sorry, I'm using older top coat and it's kind of stringing everywhere.
Look at that.
That looks so pretty.
Wow, the thumb is like, well, bam.
It's totally blingy.
Yeah.
We probably should have put that one
I
on
know.
the ring finger or the
But
middle finger
I
or
like
something.
it. I
Yeah, it
like
looks
it. It
good.
turned out so good.
Make sure that we got that on there.
Woohoo!
Yay! All right, well, Rami, we thank you so much for being a little guinea pig here and coming on with us and just trying to see if it actually, this color series thing, does it mean that it really works out with your personality? So
yeah, I think a lot of it did.
I think it did too.
Mhm. It was fun, and honestly, things to think about too.
True.
So
you might think about that now the next time you go to put black on. Like, maybe I better put a
like,
splash of color on.
Maybe.
And we're all going to be looking for Rami on that bus. And her head to toe black. So, all right, guys. Have a wonderful day. We will see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.